should sports cars become electric? By sports cars, I mainly mean supercars. Now, we are heading towards an electric future at the moment because of emissions and all that. We're trying to move, the world is trying to move away from ICE engines, internal combustion engines, and the goal is to become fully electric in the future. So that means every car has to go electric. It also includes supercars. And should a supercar be electric? Now, for regular mass market commercial cars, I think it's the right move. I mean, honestly, I don't personally like electric cars, but I can see the practicality of the uses, and switching out the engine for a motor doesn't really make that much of a difference for everyone who's just using it for day-to-day activities. But sports cars, that's a different thing. I mean, sports cars are something you buy. Sports cars and supercars are something you buy out of emotion. That's the main reason behind the purchase. It's not a practical or logical one. It's an emotion. And the people who buy sports cars and supercars are buying them for two things. For three things, honestly. One, the looks. Two, the dynamics of driving it, the way the chassis is built and how everything works together, suspension and all that. And third is the engine. These are the three core things that supercar buyers look for. And the problem with electrification of supercars is you're basically getting rid of one of those things. You're replacing it with an electric motor, the ICE engine. And not that it won't be as powerful as the ICE engine, or even more powerful depending on the tuning, obviously. But the problem is the unique identity of those cars are gone. Now, each engine is tuned by each manufacturer differently, so they have different sounds, the rev range is different, it's a different feel altogether. But when you look at electric motors, they're all the same. Whether it's in really expensive cars or cheap cars, they all have the same feeling. They don't have any sound at all. You have immediate torque from the bottom. And you can't really tell any difference purely on the powertrain between these two. I mean, sure, the technology might be more advanced and all that, but you don't feel that. You don't hear anything. And that's a big issue. I mean, so you're going to buy a supercar with an electric motor, and it's gonna sound the same as a budget car you buy for the family. That's a bit tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. I mean, sure, you still have the looks and the handling dynamics and all that, but the engine was the core part of the car, and now that you're losing that and you're sharing that with every other car on the planet, every other EV car on the planet, that kind of sucks. Makes you even wonder. I mean, even now we have the Tesla Model S Plaid, which is a 1,000 horsepower family sedan. So you're gonna buy another supercar that has 1,000 horsepower, but there's also a family sedan also has 1,000 horsepower. So think about it. I mean, theoretically, both these cars can go just as fast. So that's tough, and personally I hope that something comes along the line that they let supercars stay ICE engines. Maybe you limit the production numbers to a point where they don't have to they don't have big enough impact. I mean, yes, I guess you could limit it to the numbers that the hypercars come in, but yeah, the prices will shoot up, and that's not a good thing. But still, at least you'll get the engines. Or maybe you can figure out a way to produce a new special fuel just for these cars, and these cars are only allowed to run on these new fuels that don't pollute the air, don't release any emissions. That would be a better way to go. And the guys who are buying supercars, I think they'll be willing to go through a difficulty and pay the extra price for that fuel just to get the experience. and I honestly think they should do that. I hope everything doesn't turn electric, but the way things are going right now, it seems like it might be going electric. I mean, Porsche was already made a Taycan, which is an electric sports car. And it's just concerning because that means they're moving in that direction as well. But they're also trying to save the ICE engine. I don't know the specifics about that. I heard something about that. But yeah, I really hope this sports cars don't become electric. And I especially hope the hypercars don't become electric. That would be a disaster, in my opinion. So yeah.